Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
Alright, good morning. Good morning, Timbo, Eric. How's it going? All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's get everything set up here. Let's get this pulled up. Interesting. What up, Idros? How's it going? No full port. Not today. Did I do the vocals? No. No vocals for me there. No vocals. Alright. Alright, let's check the copier. Make sure our copiers are set up correct. Alright, that one's on. That one's on. Take long here might be a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like, I haven't really done my analysis yet. I'm trying to get everything logged in, but we'll see. Dean, good morning. We did kind of push up into that zone. As soon as I got on last night, I had mentioned, you know, like, hey, do we think we can push up about 100 points? And kind of tap that OTE. That's pretty much what happened there. That's pretty much what happened. Okay. Adding a couple of things here. Yeah. Morning, Black Phoenix. Dean in the house. Look, I'm gonna. All right, here we go. Get everything set up here. Just trying to see. Let's take a look at Mancini's numbers here. Good morning, Coper. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. All right, let's pull up the hourly here. Take a look. Kind of start at the top here if we can. At the top. Kind of sold off right there at midnight, huh? We looked at the fib of the hourly yesterday. It's kind of what I was looking at yesterday afternoon. And on this push back up, I was thinking if we could push up to OTE. We were already into discount. And we pretty much got back to OTE there, pretty close. ES certainly hit OTE on that push back up. But we had barely touched like that 60 level right here. And then we pushed up almost another 100 points. And then we finally got a little bit of a sell down here. That little wick got taken out. So this is... It's going to mark out some areas of interest here on the hourly to the downside. I mean, you can see everything kind of, we already hit the sell side, so probably would be bullish here. I'd be looking for longs. I'd probably change to shorts if we kind of got back below that low there. If we got back below the low, I'd probably start looking for shorts. We'd see. We'll see. Comfy Trader, how's it going? Coper in the house. Tech T, Predator. Let's take a look at Mancini's information here. Just newsletters posted in the Discord if you want to look at it. We're just going to look at the tweets. Remember to use protocol. When ES is knife catch mode, we only wait for the quality fell breakdown reclaims. 50-52 will be the big one. Watch the fell breakdown of the overnight low as well. So it's kind of calling out 50 to 52 level. Overnight low down there. I mean, obviously it's right here at the 05, 6605 level. Let's mark that out. Let's make sure, let's look at the ES on the hourly. Did it take out the same levels? It did. So really a little bit tough to know which direction to go here. We're kind of setting up for shorts on the 5-minute. If I'm looking at the 5-minute chart here on the Nasdaq, it looks pretty decent here for a potential short. Black Beauty, how's it going? Although, to be honest with you, I don't know how much I love it, but it could still work. Looks like it probably won't trigger until like right at open, which is concerning. Let's check out news right quick. We have any news today? Excuse me. 3-month, 6-month bill, 11:30. Nada. Papa Powell speaks at 12:20. That's a pretty big deal. That's really it. So Papa Powell speaking at 12:20. I don't know if Trump speaks today at all. Good morning, Danielle. Anybody have any idea if Trump speaks today? Does Trump speak today? I don't know. Trying to get logged into my Trade-Evade here. Get logged into the Trade-Evade. Guys, Husk's daughter had her baby this morning. He just texted me, so Husk is not going to be streaming. He is his second grandchild was born this morning. That old man already got grandchildren. What's wrong with him? Should we? Oh, does Trump tweet today? I don't know. Clarity. What's going on with Trade-Evade? Why is my Trade-Evade frozen? Anybody else having a problem with Trade-Evade this morning? All right, finally came up. It's like, well, what's this thing doing? Good morning, Francis. I think it's a boy. I think it was a boy. He already had a girl. She already has a girl. So I told her to name the boy Alan, but I don't think she will. What up, Scar? I don't think she'll name it Alan. I told her to, but you know how that goes. You know how that goes. They're not going to listen to me. They're not going to listen to me. I assume everything went well. He didn't say anything about it not, so. I mean, if we break structure to the downside on the 5-minute, I mean, I would expect us to push down back into the 500s, maybe sweep that low a day. Why not max? Well, design, I don't know what she's naming. I have no idea what she's naming it. Yeah, Scar been a little bit. There's only one max dog. That's true. Pretty hefty pullback here. Kind of pulling back into the 600 level. Let's see. We'll be doing an Apex account giveaway today. If you want to enter exclamation point cash in the chat, that will get you entered into the Apex giveaway. Certainly will. So we'll kind of see what we get here at open. We will see what we get. Be patient today. We'll be trading the challenge account, looking for pretty much just 5 points here or there. Little one-to-ones. Actually, let me change the ATM on that. Nice little rip right back up here. Kind of tested that 5-minute trend line there. So we'll see what happens at open here. We'll be looking for opportunities. Stuck right here at the 625 level for now, right here at the EMAs. Flusheronium could happen today, Fish Lips. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what kind of bias I want to have here. I mean, I don't know. Could go either way. Could go either way. Huge gap down there. Your full port long at open, Dylan. I mean, it does kind of make sense. Maybe at least up into the VWAP, right? But difficult to say as well. We could just resweep the low. We could just resweep the low. All right, guys, we got about less than a minute here. Only 15 likes? Yeah, Jim, we got to get the likes up. Marcus. Marcus. Where you been, Marcus? You been hanging out with other streamers? Rude. All right, here we go. Here's open. Still kind of confused with what Take Profit Trader considers a trading day. Yeah, Tyson, so it's pretty simple. 6 p.m. to 5 p.m. is one day. Starting at 6 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. the next day is one day. Anything traded in between there is the same day. You see in the Quantower update they redid all of the line markers? No, I did not. Too many distractions. Yeah. Right back to the whole number there. Oh man, I forgot. Let me do that. Oh, I am connected. Pushing down here, 90s. Yeah, dashboard updates at 11 p.m. Eastern. $11 p.m. Eastern. Still trading. Let's go. Third payout. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, John, I'll have to look into those and see. Quick 30. Let's go, Jamie. Nice job. I mean, if we break structure, I will short. Watching the 5-minute here. Kind of feel like if we break this to the downside, we get a decent sized candle, but let's see. Holding the 5-minute strong here so far, though. Holding the 5-minute strong. Made 7K per account yesterday, up 2,300 a day. Let's go. Nice job. Got 1 minute, 1 minute 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. All right, I'm tagged in short here. I'm going to target the 73 on the first target here. That's the first level on the short, but it has not broke structure yet, so I just got filled there. I think we rerun that low, potentially. So there's the first target on the 5-minute break of structure. Second target, 506. This candle closes in... I mean, stop really is kind of wide on this. Got 30 seconds to close on this break of structure on the 5-minute. Target will be 506. All right, I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to target 506.50. Stop's really a close back above on the 5-minute. We just broke structure, so I'm going to target 506.50. Going to front run the low a little bit here on the break of structure on the 5. I'm going to lock in some here and then just re-enter on any pop. There we go, locking in some there. Going to re-enter on any pop here. I may not get it though, huh? 506 being the target. We're going to get no pop back above 50 here? I find that hard to believe. Kind of find that hard to believe. No pop back above 50. Well, dang, maybe I shouldn't have moved the stop there. That might have been stupid. That would have been paid. Yeah. God dang it. Kind of a little bit of annoyance there. So I was in a huge short there. I thought that it was going to just... I thought it would pop back above 50 there. That's why I moved my stop down. I was like, oh, well, you know, we got the 50 level. We'll pop right back above. Nope. Here goes my take profit coming up right here. Damn it. It would have been like a 50-point winner. Short from 60. Would have been 55 points. Yeah, I hate weak side call it. Nice job, Coach Fred. So yeah, a little annoying there, but it's alright. It's my own fault. I thought we'd get a bounce there. I thought we'd bounce for sure. Alright, I'm going to try a little bounce play here off the lows. Repop here. Should get a repop back above 500. Let's get a repop here. Just dumping. ES has not ran the overnight low yet. Nasdaq did, obviously. As soon as the ES runs the overnight low, I'll add into this, try to get a little pop back above. Still did not run it, so I'm not going to add. I'm not going to add until it runs it. If it comes back up and takes me out for a profit, then that's fine. I'm not going to add until ES runs the overnight low. Oh, let's go, Eric. Nice job. Accidentally went short 20 micros instead of 2. Nice, Dylan. It's always good when that happens. Always good when that happens. There, I got stopped out there for break even. Alright, I'm gonna move this back up, guys. Oh. There's the rip. We would have gotten filled there. I don't know. Maybe I could have held it. Maybe not. let me put these drawing tools. There we go. Let's see. So yeah, ES did not run that low there. So I do expect one more push lower here. I don't know if we necessarily rerun the low, but I do expect kind of one more push down. Breaking the 90 probably would be what you'd be looking for, but break 90 again, I think we get to probably push down into, I guess, 85 area. So let's see what happens when ES runs the overnight low down there at the 06. What up, Pine Tree? There's the push down. Got 422 setting up down there. Kind of annoyed I didn't hold that traded open there. It's me, bro. What up? Gold's pushing pretty well here. All right, see if we get the run through the low here. Yes, pushing down. There we go. Right through the low. As soon as we broke 90 there, I jumped in short again. Up $800. Push down into the 60s. Potentially sweep that 422 level we got marked out. Little wick down there. Bulenox, not so far today. That thing just ripped lower right quick there. Looks like 422 is on the table here. Indicator called a short 505. No consistency. Tech T, almost all of them have consistency. Take Profit Trader and Trade Day have no consistency in the funded. But in the eval, they have consistency. Apex doesn't have it in the funded or in the eval, but they do in the funded. Bulenox not in the eval, but they do in the funded. So on and so forth. Let's go, Zabak. His granddaughter had a grandbaby, so yeah. We'll look for a little bounce here. I think I'm going to look for the retest of 60. I'll look for a little retest of 60 here. ES kind of at a key level. Let's see if it wants to hold that level or not. I do think we get a little bounce here. Alright, let's see now. This thing could bounce here. Let's see. Does trade day have consistency in the funded? No. Not in the funded. Make as much as you want in the funded. Let's go. Oh, it was 40. Oh, you had to make an extra $3,000. Dang. That's crazy, Jamie. So I'm up $600 in this influencer deal here. I'm about to long again, though. ES is about to reclaim the overnight low here at 06. If it does that, I think I'm gonna long when I stop at the low here. Yeah, I hate weeks. I got to get that downloaded. Oh, nice job. There's no pressure on me either. I mean, like, if I don't do well in it, I don't do well. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Back to the 9. God dang it. All right, let me take the long here. I'm going to try the long here. ES popped the overnight low there. Is it? Oh, God, now it's rejecting it. Really? It didn't close above. I didn't wait for the close above. Come on, don't be rude. I mean, we did just hit 90, I guess. All right, now we're going to get the close above. There we go. All right, we're up 850 over here on this one. I'm just going to go stop to break even and see how far this thing can run. Maybe look at taking profit up here, 518, 520. If it can squeeze here. I mean, this wick up here looks really good. You know what, though? I don't think it's... let's just take the low-hanging fruit here. Let's just get what we can. Just take the 510 level. Actually, just going to take it right there. I do think it goes. I think this wick is a great target. This is an excellent target here. Yes, reclaiming the overnight low. Mancini said that's a squeeze level. That is a squeeze level, so we could potentially squeeze here. Little pullback into the 80s here. 6605 recovery. Yep, so there it is. Stabbing long here on the fundeds. Looking for 10 points. 1 micro. Stops in just for emergency purposes there. God dang it. All right, we're out there. Are you having? I'm not, Eric. Everything's going. That's the first trade I've taken on it today, but everything's going good there. Man, I still think this thing just goes here. Got a rebalance of that 5-minute gap up there, 519. Probably going there at least. So being way more aggressive on this trade day cup thing this morning than we have been being. We've been kind of treating them like a baby. Not doing that anymore. Going to trade it normally. Up $1,000 on it right now. You can see we're up 655 on this My Funded Futures account. There's that 529 level. $50 EMA touch here could get interesting. I might try this, even though very bullish. I don't know that it works. I may give it a little 10-point try here. My stuff's frozen. What the hell's going on here? Are we here? Did we crash? What's going on here? Okay, guys, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you're here, if you're not. My computer appears to have frozen to some degree. The mouse is not working. Okay, now the mouse is working. But my screen here is frozen. Are you guys there still? Okay, now my ninja's moving again. Where did Quantower go? I mean, Quantower just disappeared on me. It just crashed. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. Like, Quantower just crashed. You're watching the beach? Yeah. Me too. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, my ninja charts are moving. Here, we'll move the ninja over here for now. I don't know what's going on. I'm like frozen. Okay. It's like slowly everything's coming back. Quantower's crashed. It just crashed on me. Let me open it back up. It was like, yo, you're about to take a short? Let me crash this shit so you don't do anything stupid. Oh. Oh, goodness. I don't know what happened there. I mean, like, it just, Quantower crashed. Mancini called out the recovery of the 6606, guys. So if you took that, that was a really clean, long setup. Yeah, good thing I didn't short there. Although, I can't really tell if it did pull back to some degree. It might have given the 10 points. I don't know. I really don't know. All right, well, we're back. That's weird. That was very weird. Your Apex accounts don't show up on NinjaTrader even though it shows connected. I've heard some people say that before, Eric. I did update it last night, Rustwater. Pine Tree hacked my system. That dirty dog. He hacked my system. He was like, holy shit, Methodical Man actually is broke. Let me get out of here. I thought he was lying when he said he was broke. Now I see he wasn't. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it happens. Short would have worked for 10. Okay. Yeah, John, that's what I would have been looking for is 10. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce it yet or not. It don't matter. I'll tell you guys anyway. We are going to... Should we announce? I don't know if we should announce it. It was a nice long, yeah. I hit the long too, but I just took my points there. I don't know if I should announce it. I mean, I don't know. Let's see why I couldn't. I don't see why I couldn't. Nice pullback there. I'm going to try a little 50 touch here. Bounce from the other side. There we go. 10 points. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Should I announce or should I not announce? I don't know. I don't guess it matters. It might matter, though, because other people may not know yet, so I don't want to say nothing. I guess it could ruffle feathers, so maybe we not say nothing. We'll not say nothing right now. We'll wait. Maybe by the end of the day we can tell you guys. We'll see. What a buy trade. Exclamation point cash in the chat if you want to enter the giveaway. Going for a gap fill. I got the gap marked out. It's quite a ways up there, though. It's at 913 area. And this sure was a weird... I need to make sure I got my stops and stuff in, because that was a weird thing that just happened there. We don't want to have a... not have a stop in and that freeze happens again. My phone is acting funky too. No secrets here. Give us a clue. What up, Rob? The stream will be changing. We'll just say that. We'll be changing the stream a little bit. It will be changing. ES is coming upon the VWAP here. The VWAP. So we're up $850 here. How much are we up in the other account? We're up $1,000 there. I should have just held that long. Top of the hour here. Like, nice little push. Let's go, iTrade. You thought we were fam here? We are. Don't change your underwear. Yeah, it won't be nothing like that. Nothing like that. You guys can wear those dirty things if you want. You can wear those things if you want. Let's see here. We're getting a push. 200 EMA sitting up there at the 600 level. Could be a little bit of an area to maybe get a few points if you wanted to short there. I don't know. I think I'm done with the shorts today. I think that 50 might have been, or at least, you know, short term here. 50 might have been the area to short. Maybe the retest of the 50 level on the ES could get us there, a little short. Mancini says... doesn't get any cleaner than that, and it's because ES runs the same cycle over and over and over. I posted 10 minutes ago that the lows, little to do but wait. At the lows, little to do but wait. A failed breakdown to start the next squeeze. Trigger was recovery of 66.05. We got it. Targets given 16, 23, 31. All hit. He indeed did say that. Any decent discounts? Rob, you got 83% off Bulanox right now, 80% off Apex with the $85 activation fee. I do think Funded Futures Network is still buy one, get one free. 50% off, use code MM for all of them except for Apex. Apex is Myth, M-Y-T-H. I still like the trade day, 30% off. It's like $69 all in for an account. Take Private Trader, 40% off, no activation fee. It's $102, I believe. And my Funded Futures is around $73 for a 50K account. So yeah, pretty much the normal ones. Funding Ticks, I think, is 20% off. Tradeify still 30% off. So not anything like great. Day Traders is actually 90% off, and I think Legends is also having a 90% off sale. But other than that, you the man, Rob. You the man. But other than that, I don't really know what to, you know, there's not really anything any more than what we've already kind of talked about there. All right, there's the 200 level and that 600 level. It's just popping right through there. I mean, one would think that you could get a little pushback down off this level, but man, it is just not wanting to do it. What up, Trader King? This thing's just going here. I think it's just going to go for that opening print. 640. Now, my funded futures is not buy one get one. Funded futures network is. I may try stab long on a pullback into the 600 level here on the challenge account. It will be an aggressive along there. I'm going to look for that run into like 640. All right, I'm in long here on the challenge account. I'm going to go stop to break even above this wick here, I think. 617. Very dangerous long here. I'm going to get in break even here. I think it should go, but I don't want to give it too much room. I can always re-enter. I know the safest break even is for it to get back above this wick. Should have waited for the break even. Let me see if it will make. Friday's gap is probably closed. I don't. No, we didn't tap into the gap yet. I don't think. I'll look at it in a minute. The Sunday gap's probably more important. We'll take a look at it in a minute. Minute 45 left on this candle. So I actually would have been stopped out break even there no matter what. Move my stop down to the 90 here. Gonna be super aggressive here on this account. This thing looks like, I mean, I was hoping that it would close above there on the 5 minute. It did not. So it could be time for the pullback. I probably should have waited for the pullback. Alright, stopped out of that one. Still up on the account, but Holding the VWAP there on the ES for now. Testing YouTube name, weird stuff going on today. What, Timbo? What happened? Do we repop 600 here? Looks like we might. What are you talking about there, Timbo? What's coming up? Pulling back, pulling back. Well, let's see if we get a squeeze back through 600. There we go. Nice little squeeze. Nice little squeeze. I'm going to take out that 641 now, looks like. Little opening print. I'm going to average into this. I'm going to take a little stab long here, just assuming that we take out the that 41 level. Morning, Solo. So I'm long here. Look for the push into the 41. I'm long from 22, by the way. So kind of high up. Just going to add on any pullbacks. Going to add on any pullbacks. ES approaching the 46 as well, which is the opening print. It's kind of a... Wait. No, ES already ran the opening print. by quite a bit. VWAP up there 46. DCA, yeah, that's what I'm doing. DCAing. I'm long. I don't have the DCA right here, but we well, actually, now it's pulling back below the entry, so we could. Let's see. All right, here we go. I'm going to DCA here off this order block. God dang it. I didn't get to drop it in time. You end up losing money on it, on the DCA. I was adding, but trying to add it higher. Alright. I guess you guys do like to see it, but I am completely degenning this account. I'm not going to lie. We are degenning for sure. Come on, rip it up. Don't do this at home, that's right. Do not try this at home. Thing is, like, I know it's going to go. Come on. Can you get there for me? I would appreciate it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. He was a DGen with the account you won yesterday. You have 400 drawdown. That's alright, man. It's a free account. It's what it's supposed to be, right? The problem here is ES is about to backtest that 50. If it hits 50 before it hits my take profit here, I'm just going to get out. All right, I'm going to take it. Not going to be a dick for a tick there. All right. It's fine. Yes, pushing back above 50 here. Would have hit the target. Wow, gold had a nice pullback overnight, huh? Gold had a nice little pullback there. Should have just long gold. Could probably still long gold. Excuse me. Oh yeah, we were talking about the gap. The gap from Friday, I mean the Sunday gap. Did we fill it? Oh, we did fill it. Yeah, we did fill the gap. We had the gap right here. Now, yeah, that push down filled it. So that is considered the gap fill. I forgot about that gap being down there, to be honest. So yeah, the gap is filled. Could have still just been holding that long. Mancini called out this morning. You never would have been stopped out in the 05 long. I don't know. Clean long. We kind of missed it. 52 above just got tagged. Big zone at 52. Above there we see 67.79. So basically saying protect yourself here if you are long. Could have a pullback here. Could. All right, pushing up here 690s. This thing's all the way up there, guys. This thing's ripping all the way back up. Trying to squeeze. Let's see. Let's see. Just that crazy trading issues where your orders were delayed. Yeah, David, I had that happen last night 2-3 times. I clicked it, and don't click it more than once, because I clicked it 3 times. And next thing you know, I was in 3 minis. So be careful with that. He has pushed all the way up to the 58 there. This thing's just, man, this thing's going to the moon. Going to the moon. Let me see here. Junk. Here we go. Starting to squeeze a bit here. We didn't get the pullback below 700, did we? I guess we kind of did. I guess we did there. Lucid 20 or 35% consistency. It depends. If you're in an eval, it's 35. And if you're funded through an eval, it's 35. But if you buy a directed funded, it's 20. So that's the difference. So it depends on what kind of account you purchase. Just depends on the kind of account that you get. Which accounts for BOGO? Funded Futures Network, I believe. Coming up on 10:30 here in 1 minute. Yeah, they're good. I hate weeks. Tom Sable uses them a lot. He has a lot of payouts from them. I've never had any payouts from them. I used them once or twice, but that's it. Man, this thing's just going to the moon. I mean, this is kind of your next obvious 749. I don't think they have silly rules on 8 weeks. I don't remember anything about them. New York close at the red line. This is initial balance. It is set. First hour high and low. Pivot point sitting up there at the 30 as well. But no, I don't remember any silly rules that that I can think of, but they might. I might buy the 86. I'm going to buy this pullback at the 86. So I'm going to buy the 86 here if we get it. That's going to be the rebalance of the 5-minute gap there. So long off the 86. Look for that push back through 700 here. It could push quite a bit lower though, to be honest. I bought the 700, well, what I thought was the 700, a little lower than I really wanted, but it's all right. So we get the rip into the 720s, retest the initial balance there. Previous day low, yeah. We can kind of hold above the 700 here and get going. We should be able to start back a little squeeze here, holding that 9 EMA there. Safer kind of level to buy might be down there at the 30s, but we'll see. Can it hold? Can it hold? All right, back above 700 here. I think we squeeze into that 710 pretty quickly. Just got to breach that 700. Need a 1-minute close above 700 here. Can we get a 1-minute close above 700? It's right there at it. There we go. Let's get the squeeze going. Let's get the squeezy McSqueezerson going. There we go. Let's trailer tight. Boom. Nice little play there. Get us back to $1,100. Again, been kind of degening on this account today. Not, you know, Like I said, I'm being aggressive. Being aggressive. Being aggressive. Thanks, Trev. Thought process there is pretty simple. You have the 86 level is your 5-minute gap there. So if we are in fact bullish and we're going to continue to go up, then you kind of think this gap would hold, right? So that was kind of the idea. I did get my average up a little bit higher than I wanted it to. So it's kind of what we were looking at. Are we closing the gap all at once? We might. I mean, heck, the gap's up there at 913. 913's the gap up there. Yes, pop an initial balance here. Nasdaq is as well. 749, kind of your next level there. So we can mark these out. A lot of wicks up here at 814. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be shocked. I mean, we're 600 points back away from all-time highs there. Another day or two, I wouldn't be shocked where we refill this entire 1,000-point sell down right back up there. So I wouldn't be shocked, but we'll see. $24,724. That's Monday's low. It's interesting that initial balance is right there at Monday's low, huh? Right here. I mean, it might take a little initial balance play here if we get a clean close above. We leave that 49 level there. Maybe I'll take it. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, nice job. I hate weeks. I'm going to zoom in a bit here. How many likes we got, guys? How many likes we got? Are we ready for the giveaway? If we've got 50 likes. Still no clean close above yet. It's going to be a 50K any size evaluation, Andy, from Apex. That's what it's going to be, guys. You've only got... Is it today? You got 2 more days, including, well, the 16th, for Apex's sale to end. 80% off, $85 activation fee, lifetime. All right, this might be a clean close above here. Kind of tapping a pivot here at 732. Still holding there. Mustafa, you're welcome. If I lie, my nose will grow like the little boy named Pinocchio, and you all know the story goes. Next level up 67 there on the ES, pushing their 64s. Strong rejection here. It could be, Trev. This could be like the turn down spot. I mean, if we close back inside initial balance, kind of below that 720 level there, we could pull back into that 660 pretty quick. You know, you're looking for a 50 EMA touch on this move up at some point. Still kind of holding that 9 for now, but I'm thinking we close below that 9. We get probably that dip through the 700s. Retest of that level lower, but we'll just see. It may want to clear out the 749 first. I would not be shocked. Yeah, not really anything clean here, to be honest. It's not horrible. It is kind of building structure above here. He listened to Run DMC. He might be. One of those things, just kind of what I was talking about. It needs to pull back at some point here down here, but it may wait. That might be the little bit of all the liquidity it needs to go higher there, at least into the 50. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a stab here. Kind of a little sweep lower. I think that's all it needed to push into the 50 here. Let's see. Stop to break even will be right about now. There we go. Kind of the thought process there is it sweeps these wicks, taps into a small 1 minute order block, kind of a little liquidity grab there, and then rip back higher. You got that key level above there, just looking at the run through 49 potentially. So we'll kind of see there. Didn't quite get the 49 there. This actually would have been the close above that we were looking for. This would be your actual retest on a clean 10-point close above. 9 points. That would be your entry. 1 for 1, 10 for 10 here. So that would have you at 735 and a quarter. Stop down here at 15 and a quarter. Might get stopped, looks like. ES just retested it as well. Kind of just chopping here, to be honest. It's not very clean. So it would be stopped out on that IB retest. Again, if you're looking for a safer bounce, this area down here is a lot safer. Why? Well, we got the 50. We got the pivot. We got the VWAP. We got initial balance low, or 15-minute opening range high. We got the 200 EMA. You got a lot of stuff down in this zone. We got a 5-minute bullish gap. So you can kind of average into this down here and expect some sort of a bounce at some point. You know, it might look something like this, you know, and then kind of a recovery and go. But you would expect if it pulls back down into there, this is a good zone to look for some buys. Maybe layer in some micros down here if you wanted to. So it might be an area down there where I might look to take a funded trade bounce. Just look for a 10-point trade somewhere down in that level. So let's kind of see what happens here. Do we continue to pull back? That's kind of what I'm waiting on. Looking for something down here in this level. Just kind of be patient here, kind of waiting. Somebody tell me how many likes we got. Refresh it. Tell me how many likes. I can't see it. I'd have to pull up the stream to see it. Let me see. I guess I could pull it up. I don't know why it doesn't show me the likes anymore. It's weird. I'm sure there's a setting or something I can add it back in. $49 likes. We need one more. We need one more. We'll do the giveaway. Probably 11 o'clock we'll do a giveaway. No inside buy yet either on the 5 minute. No inside buy. Oh, let's go. Nice job, Solo. Thank you. Man, do I want to take this? I think I might just take it on the challenge account here. All right, I'm going to start averaging into this here. Going to be averaging in a little early here. You never know. You might get that pop back above the whole number here already before it kind of comes down here to this level. All right, long here. Let's see. Bouncing off the, really already hit the target there on the 50 EMA, to be honest. 10 points, 85, but we're going to look for a little more. We obviously averaged in, so. There we go. Gets through there, we should be able to squeeze. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's how it's done, folks. That's how it's done. Let's go. Huge follow through on the ES, and it's the same cycle over and over for those who understand it. I warned at 9:45, low of day. Wait for the fail breakdown to start. Squeeze 6605. Reclaim was the trigger. Targets given 23, 31, 52, 67. All hit. Holder under 79, 88 bonus. From Monsini. Yeah, nice, Coach Fred. 20 minutes for Papa Powell. I thought Papa Powell was at, is he not at 12:20? 12:40? Let me refresh, make sure I got it right. Yeah, Papa Powell's at 12:20, so we got an hour and 25 minutes until Papa Powell. I think you're thinking in Solo. I think you're thinking in Central Time. Dun, 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 dun. We've not traded this account very much today at all, guys. Not very much. There's no entries here. There's no entries here. None. And then overnight, yeah, we didn't trade it at all overnight either. There's no entries there. Oh. You still could be looking for an entry here. Again, 50 MA there. Clean off the 50 MA. Really nice. Yeah, I'm just not good at full porting. That's why I just switched over to normal trading. I was just full porting these accounts before, but it's going to take normal trading to get this passed. And, you know, that sort of thing. So that's what we're looking for. Still holding that 50 there, pushing back up into the 90 once again. They having terrible results. Yeah, me too, Coach Fred. I'm not the full port just not working for me, so I'm going away from it. I'm gonna try not to do it. Just, you know, stick to the 1 to 2 minis. That's what I do best at the most. Possible inside bar on the 5-minute here. Possible inside buy. Ugh. All right, guys. 11 o'clock. We'll do the giveaway if we're not in a trade. All right, maybe we might get an inside bar here. It's 34 points right now. 34 points. I like it to the upside, to be honest. You see right here. $34-point stop right now. Might push, yeah, above VWAP. Yep. You think copying accounts? I copy them, Tyson, but only on one micro. What is the announcement? Can't really. I don't know. I guess as soon as I get the confirmation of it, I've already got verbal confirmation, but not written confirmation yet. As soon as I get written confirmation, I'll tell you guys. But right now we do have verbal confirmation. All right, I may take the long here. Let's see if I can get the 5-minute pulled up quickly here. All right, we're breaking above the inside bar on the 5-minute here. So I'm in long on one account off the inside bar. Long one funded account, one micro here. Off the inside bar. Let's look for 20 points-ish. Should push here. Locking in the 10 points there. There we go. So inside bar printing there for 20 points. $900 or fib and fail, we'll see. Federal Secretary of Props announcement. What up, Rock Driller? Good morning. Fill the gap. Yeah, I think it probably will. It likes to be filled. So we are small green over here on the funded. It's only taking one trade on them. I don't know. I didn't want to take that trade across all of them. But we're up 55 on one, 29 on another, 17 or 18 on the others. Alito in the house. What gap? We have a gap up here. A daily gap. New day opening gap up here. 913.75. So we're still 200 points away from it. So inside buy just banged. 20 points. Still going. 34 points would be a 1-to-1. I think it's going to get it. Oh, exclamation point cash. Scary movie voice. Wise up. All right, let's do the giveaway, guys. 8 exclamation point cash in the chat. 200 points away means 200 points we can make. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Good point. You see why we scaled in here? See why I didn't just wait for the VWAP or the 15-minute opening range or the 200? See why we scaled in at the 50 there? Because the market likes to do this. If you're waiting for that VWAP touch, it's just not going to give it to you. It's going to take that first level. I mean, you also had a sweep of liquidity here. You tap back into the 5-minute gap. You swept this liquidity. You hit the 50 EMA. So that's the reason why I was scaling in to this position instead of just waiting for the lower levels, because you don't know that you're going to get those. So now this low is protected until we take out this high. Once we take out this high, it's no longer protected. But that's a good spot for your stop to be, obviously. All right, guys, let's do the drawing. If you're not in, you're not in. I don't know what to tell you. Let me refresh, and we're just going to pick. Any size Apex evaluation. There you go. And the winner is Morning Bear. Georgia Jeans tried to squeak in. I don't know that you got in, Georgia Jeans. You might not have. Sorry. Morning Bear, where you at? Last to enter. Where's my duck? Check your email. Yeah, yeah, Alito. I had that happen to me too last night. Morning Bear, send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com. I just pinned it to the top of the chat. Just click on your icon at the top right hand. Show me that you're logged in. Screenshot it. And I'll shoot over an Apex code for you. Any size evaluation that you'd like. Any size at all. And you'll be good. It's you again, for sure. It is you. Yeah, you can just reply. Yeah, Morning Bear, that's fine. You made it out for 25 bucks? Let's go. Yeah, you can just use the same email. Nothing wrong with that. We like that. That's fine. That way I don't even have to verify you. So we're reading the market pretty well today. I'm kind of a fan of today's price action. Looks pretty nice. Rail. Thank you, Rail. That's right, Rail. Rail's nutsack. No, wait. A different Darrell. A different one. I remember that one though from from Jay's stream. Yeah, Mad Moxie, I agree. I mean, price action's been like doing what we anticipate it to do. It's been now I don't know about yesterday because I wasn't on the charts until late afternoon, but like it's been it's been kind of doing exactly what you expect it to do, right? Sweep of a key level, filled the gap right here at open. I took the short at open and I moved my stop down thinking that the 50 would get a little bounce. And you can see it just did not even respect that 50 at all. It just went right through there. Shouldn't have moved the stop there. I got stopped out. I would have had a 50 or 60 point winner right off a rip. And then, we pinpointed the reversal, bought the bottom, as you can see. And yeah, the rest is history. Vision, you just missed it. You just missed it. Good news is, Vision, there will be another giveaway tomorrow. There you go. That's the good news. There's always tomorrow. You're scalping because your tweet traumatized? Yeah. I mean, listen, I blew 5 accounts on that tweet, Mad Moxie. And in hindsight, right, I went back and looked at that trade, how I managed it. I effed that up pretty badly. I should have been able to work out of that. So I was long 1 micro when the tweet happened. The problem was it was actually at 700. So right around where we're at now on that pullback off 25,300. I was long 25,300. So at 700, 600 points down, which was about $1,200. I added 10 micros at 700. It pulled back into the 85s, blew the accounts, and then went up a few hundred points from there. I think 200 points back up to the 900s. Had I only added the 1 at that level, I would have been able to work myself out of it. So, like, I really messed that up. It shouldn't have blown those accounts. So, But for next time, that is something that I'll remind myself, right? Let's just work ourselves out of it. Or, second option there is I could have covered for about a $300 loss at the first bounce. It moved down like 150, 200 points quickly. And I could have covered for a $300 loss. That probably would have been the smarter play. But I figured I could work myself out. You don't figure it's going to go down 1,000 points. That doesn't happen very often. But it did that day, unfortunately. So, the whole move was planned. No, listen, Rob, I'm not saying it's not on purpose. For sure, I think that that there's a reason behind everything, right? For sure. All I'm saying is, I could have worked my way out of it. You know what I mean? So, Yeah, a lot of people blew up. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all. I mean, I think I could have managed it better. The only thing that I feel bad about is adding 10 micros when I only should have added one, because we got the 200-point bounce. I would have been out break even, maybe for a small loss after that bounce. Because I started with one, I had averaged into 4, so my average was down, you know, at least 300 or 400 points from my entry. I just mismanaged it. That's all right. Dark Gray Swan. Yeah. Worst part is on Friday we had a nice start, positive vibe in the chat, ready for the weekend mood. Yeah. The good news is I didn't do anything stupid on the other accounts. I kept those green. I actually finished the day up $100 on the fundeds. But just those accounts there, just the 4 evals and the 1 funded. Then I was copy trading. They got swiped. But that's all right. It's okay. So, yeah, they do it on a Friday for a reason, right? The squeeze was given in advance at 9:45, and it's not because I am psychic. It's because ES follows the same cycle. Bull market or bear markets, elevator down, trap, failed breakdown, short squeeze, 66.05, reclaim was the trigger, now up 66 points. Just bonus now. Nothing to do. I agree. If you don't already have your money, if you haven't already gotten your money today, then probably best to walk away, in my opinion. So, how do you set up the trade copier? Tyson, on Quantower. So, if you go to the Quantower logo, top left, and you go down to the copy trading tab, it will open up a copy trading tab like this. You just hit the plus sign, name it, whatever you want. Tyson. And then you're going to choose a lead account. So I'll just choose my funded futures and this account that I'm trading. And then if I want to add followers, I can add any type of connection that will connect to Quantower. You can add here. So you can copy across multiple prop firms and then save it. And then what I like to do is I open a working orders tab and a positions tab. And I put these all together. So I take these and I put them all together, right? Oops. There we go. I put them all together. Now, the reason I do that is so that when I enter an order, it's going to show me that I'm in a position. When I exit an order, and then obviously you come over here and you hit run, stop, run, whatever. But when I exit, I want to see this working orders go to 0, and I want to see positions go to 0. If they don't, I quickly can come over here and just hit close all and cancel all to get out of the position. Sometimes orders get stuck. Sometimes positions get stuck. You want to be able to do that. Do you have a code for Legends? Yeah, it's MM. Tradeovate, same type of thing. The difference in Tradeovate that you got to be careful with. So you go to your ATM strategy here. I'm sorry, not ATM. Why am I drawing a blank on how to set up the copy trader? I think I only have one account on here, so I don't think it'll let me do it. But with let's see, I could log into a different one. Let me do that. I'll log into a different one right quick. Let me move this off here so you guys can't see my login. But I'll log into a different one for you right quick. All right. So I'm on my Apex now. So if you click on your account name, and you go down to manage groups, then you can name it here. So you would just do the plus sign. Let's just name it Apex. And then any account that you want to be, so you leave your leader over here, and then you can move your followers over to here. Now, an important thing to note with Apex, or with when you're doing it this way, right? So if we move all these over here, blah, 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 whatever. Then it doesn't really matter what then you save it, and then okay, and then at the top up here, you're going to go to Apex, which is the one we just named. Okay. Now the problem is, it's not really a problem. So if you got, let's say you got 20 accounts and you want to enter, you can't do a bracket. So brackets have to be off. So you have to turn brackets off. That's got to be off. You can't have brackets. And then if you want to enter one mini, you have to do 20. So you have to have the denomination of how many accounts you have. So you'd have to do 20 for you to be able to place an order. If you only do one, it's not going to place it. So then you have to do 20. So no brackets. And if you wanted to do 2 minis, you do 40. So on and so forth, if you get what I'm saying. But that's how you do it. It's not hard. How do I want to delete that? Because I'm not trying to. How do I delete it? I just hit the little. I don't ever use this kind of copier, so I don't even know how to delete it. I don't even know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use it on this anyway, so I'll just log out. But you get the idea there. That's how you do it. You have to move all the accounts. It's okay. I just logged out. I don't use that anyway, obviously, but it's there if you want to use it. I like the Quantower copier better because you can copy across multiple props with bracket orders, but if you want to use it with Apex there, I think, or whatever, it's fine. Right click the name, yeah. Rhythmic has their built-in copier and you can just trade the leader, yeah. I do that as well, Illido, but I use what you call it? The other one. The other one, I can't remember the name of it, the other copier. Morning Bear. All right, I got your email, Morning Bear. Let me get the code over to you. Back to the 700 here in the 50 EMA. Again, if you're looking along here, I probably would be waiting for that VWAP, that 650 level. If we can get back down into that area, then I think that's going to be a better spot to take a long. I'd be careful just trying to long up here, you know. All right, Morning Bear, just sent you the code. Replicanto, yeah, no, there's another one that I use too. Ninja does have a built-in copier, Kevin, but I always use Replicanto for Ninja. Trade Sinker, I think, is the other one. I'd use that one occasionally too. I haven't used it in a minute, but I do use it every now and then. But I guess I'll tell you guys, it's fine. Just keep it to yourselves. Don't tell anybody, okay? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, okay? No, with all seriousness, though, I'm going to tell you guys, but don't go into saying anything because I don't know if anybody else has been notified. So we are officially going to be a permanent host on My Funded Futures TV. So I don't know when I'll start. I don't know the segment or when I'll start yet, but we will be on there permanently going forward. Sometime in the next few days, I would imagine. So, should be a lot of fun. Should help bring, you know, some new viewers, hopefully. But yeah, I'll give you guys more information when I find out more. But give us the codes. Yeah. You guys already get the giveaways, Mad Moxie. You already get the giveaways. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm not quite sure of the segment yet or the time. I have an idea of what it's going to be, but I can't say much more. So, can't say much more than that. But yeah, we will be on there permanently going forward. Everything's been agreed to. We just have to get it in writing. I should get that today. So, possible, Alexi, possible. Possible, but maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? At the end of the day, I don't make those decisions, right? I don't make those decisions. So someone else does that. Yeah, they gave me 1 million, Kevin. 1 million. So we're going to be car shopping. No. Nowhere near that. But enough, I guess. They're going to give me enough. Again, it's only 1 hour a day. It's not, it's not like I'm on there all day, but it'll just be for 1 hour a day. And, yeah, I'm still going to stream, David. So my stream itself is not going to be affected. My plan of action is to set up a second computer here, a second laptop. And I'm going to stream on My Funded Futures on my laptop. And I'm still going to stream on my main computer. So you guys will still see everything that I'm doing on other accounts that I cannot show on that program. And then the only difference is I will only be able to converse with you guys through the chat for that hour. So for that 1 hour that I'm on there, whatever time that might be. But I'll still have my stream up and going as well. I've okayed that through them. I don't think anybody else does that trades with them, but they said I could do that and it's no problem. So you guys will still hear what I'm saying, but I just won't be able to directly speak to you through the chat or through the voice for that 1 hour. It'll just be speaking through the chat. What up, Gold Chest? But yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, and we'll kind of go from there. So obviously I want you guys to watch, still watch it on my stream, but as well as that, watch it on My Funded Futures TV as well. That's the goal. So, and we'll kind of go from there. So, but yeah, I think it'll work out well. So we'll see. So, and I do, if things go the way I think they're going to go as far as the time slots and all, I will actually be on earlier. Yeah, the stream will probably be starting earlier. Do not fall into begging for views. Some of the hosts are impossible to watch. No, I don't care about the views. 100K a month? No. Sign language, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. That one was just specifically for, that's a secret sign language that me and Marcus have together. So, yeah, exactly, Rob. Making Georgia famous. Now, I'm not going to beg for views. I mean, like, at the end of the day, you watch or you don't. It's just that kind of thing. I'm still going to be trading, guys. So, like, that's one thing I will say. I'm going to be trading just as I trade every day. If I see a trade, I'm going to take it. And you guys can see it on my stream. So, for example, you're not allowed to show any other account other than My Funded Futures. So, if I'm trading one of these other ones, you'll see it on my stream, right? You won't necessarily see it on theirs because I will only be trading the My Funded Futures accounts on their stream. So, one micro like Tom. Well, I'm trading a micro anyway, to be honest, on my funded accounts. I'm liking how it goes, how it's going. Because it just gives me so much more opportunity to like get, to have a little bit of a looser stop and kind of take trades in a range if I want to. If I feel like kind of what I talked about here, like, okay, add at the 50, add at the VWAP, add at the 200. Can't really do that on minis on funded accounts. But, micros does allow you to do that. So I will probably be trading a micro. But on these evals, I've decided to get a little more aggressive. You can see this when I traded minis up $1,000. I just bought this eval today. So the idea is I'm going to be a little more aggressive on the evals and less aggressive on the fundeds. I think that kind of makes sense. So that's what we'll do. 5 minutes until London closes here. Let's see kind of what we get. Again, if we're thinking of this from a fib perspective, right? We have an SMT at the top right here. So if you're considering a short, this might not be a bad spot for a short and kind of target the 50% back to the 600 level. ES, wait, did ES take the high there too at the same time? I don't think it did. 1105. Oh, it did. Never mind. There is no SMT. But that's what you'd be kind of waiting for, you know, some sort of an SMT or whatever. If we fib this entire range, let's see kind of where we're at. Oh. Somehow I moved that. I did not mean to do that. So if we fib the entire overnight range, you can see that we just tapped the 50% here. Now, I like to say this a lot, right? How we react, god dang it, I moved that. Yeah, it's not all that important. How we react to the 50% mark kind of gives you a lot of information, right? Let's say we got above the 50% mark and then we're basing above. Well, that gives me more confidence that we're going up. If we hit the 50% mark and we reject and we start basing below, well, then I start to think we're going down. So that's kind of, you know, how we react to that 50% mark to me is a big deal. And that's kind of what we're doing right now. Now, does that mean that we can't go up? No, of course not. Doesn't mean that. It's just a small thing that I pay attention to. So when I be shocked, you know, for us to kind of come back down into this 600 level from here, and then maybe we go back up, get enough energy to continue higher from there. We'll see. Micros are king. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Solo. It's like, it's so much easier to trade a micro and just DCA. Like, I understand now why you guys made, some of you guys made such a big deal out of the DCA thing with Apex back, you know, when they made it a thing where you can only DCA once and it had to be the same size. Now I understand why you guys made a big deal out of it. I didn't trade that way, so it didn't bother me. But now that I'm trading that way, you know, it makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. It's so funny to me, though, with college football, how people are like all over the rankings. Like, I could care less about the rankings until the final 2 weeks of the season. I don't know. I just like, people are like, oh, we should be number one. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I just read something online that said that. DCA gave you like 20 on Apex before that rule. Yeah. 20K. I just read something online. Somebody's like comparing 2 wins. Like, dude, it's college football. Nobody cares about the rankings until like week 10. I don't anyway. That's when it matters. As long as you're ranked in the top 12, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? So my anticipation, just based on what I'm seeing, is something like this. And then end of the day, you know, up there in that 900 level, maybe 915s. Maybe pin it up in the 9s at the end of the day. I will say this. If we resweep this low, then that's not going to be good for the bulls, right? Resweep of that low is going to be a bad idea. So I do think I'm going to call it there, guys. We're done. We're up green on the day. We're up $1,000 on this account. You guys see. I'm up $1,500 on the trade day challenge account, day 1 or day 2 technically. I'd like to have a little more on that account, but I think it's okay. And then we're up like $16 here on this account, these accounts. 55 on the Take Profit Pro account. So yeah, just trying to ease them along. I'm gonna concentrate more on trading these fundeds probably overnight. Can I ask for a 25% off? I mean, Alexia, I asked one time before and it, didn't really get it, but Georgia Tech gets past Duke. Yeah, Georgia, they're gonna be undefeated most likely. So that game will be played in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It will be played in Mercedes-Benz. So, but if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I might be back for the Power Hour today, 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. Remember, if you want to help support the channel, all the coupon codes, MM for everyone except for funding Futures Desk. Futures Desk is MMM. Every other prop firm is MM. Apex is Myth. MYTH. So, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.